So hello, how are you? Thank you for coming to join me. Happy Friday. I start every video off by saying this. The week has just whooshed by again and suddenly it's Friday again. And often if I'm, having a really busy week, I'll do some work over the weekend, but we're actually out this weekend. So I've got to get everything finished and yeah, it's been a mammoth week. What have we been doing? So thank you so much for your orders for Christmas tree. I'll show you my little Christmas tree in a second. The Christmas tree embroidery. We were completely blown away by your response. Thank you so much. What we did is we dyed up a lot of them ready to go. They went really quickly and we're on the second pre-order now. So the first pre-order, they've been dyed up, but we've still got to put them together for you. They'll probably go out next week. And then the second pre-order, we will dye up next week and get them out to you as soon as we can. I'm glad you loved it. It's going to be, I think, and I'm also really excited that some of you have said you're making them into cushions or you're going to frame it. Because I think it's lovely when you're doing embroidery that you see your work, rather than it just being tucked away in a cupboard or something like that. So I'm working on our new little butterfly kit, which is in shop now. I'll talk to you about that in a second. I thought I would start today actually by answering a few questions from somebody who left comment last week and she had lots of questions and I thought this is going to be a mammoth answer, so I thought I would address it now. So she was asking quite a few things. So obviously this is a pattern that you receive and you stitch over it. You were asking how do you transfer patterns? Honestly, a number of different ways. You can use a light box, which is a really simple way. It's like a flat screen and it emits high level of light, which means that if you lay your pattern down onto it, face up and then your fabric down, you can see the pattern through. That's the easiest way to transfer a pattern. You can, if you don't have a light box, which probably most people don't, you can put your pattern up against a window, and as the light's coming through your window, this is your glass, you put your pattern on the window and then your fabric in the front, you would have to tape it, and you can do it that way. You can use carbon paper in a good old-fashioned way. It's not so easy to get carbon paper now actually. Using chalk if you want to as well. Good old-fashioned tracing, using pencil. So I hope that helps. Lots and lots of different ways to do it. The other thing was, what do I use straw and linen? So I talk about this a lot, but if you're a new viewer, you wouldn't have heard me waffling on about this. I use the friction pen. This is the clicker, which I use because it's refillable. And you basically, please make sure you're using your clicker pen and not a biro, which I have done many times, picked it up and drawn on it. But basically you draw on your fabric and then at the touch of an iron or a hairdryer, your line will disappear. So this is my Christmas tree pattern stitched up on the linen. And what I will probably do on here is I would just write on there. Imagine the disaster if that was biro, so do be careful. I think actually up here I will probably write how lovely, and just use your own writing. And don't make your writing too small, because otherwise it would be really difficult to try and stitch them and then it doesn't become relaxing. So it just works like a normal pen. Dot, dot, dot. And then down there I'll write are your branches. Stitch over it. When you've finished, go onto the back and put your embroidery face down onto a towel, so that your stitches are kind of sinking into the towel, and then you can give it a light iron. All of your marks will disappear that you've used this pen on, and you're just left with your lovely stitching. So that's another one of your questions, what do I use? The other thing you said was how do I secure if I use muslin behind my fabric, which I will sometimes do if I'm using a lighter weight linen. How do I attach it? I will either just trap it in the hoop, so if I've got my muslin under here, I would literally just trap it in the hoop, or sometimes I will stitch around the outside in a couple of big stitches to secure it. You can use fusible, I just don't like that, but you can do stabilizer. it's personal choice really. Hoops. Why do I wrap my hoops? Honestly, you wrap the inside. You just keep wrapping your favourite, this is a Liberty scrap, round and round and round. It will, if you do it on the inside hoop, it helps your hoop to sort of grab the fabric. I do it on the outside of mine because it's pretty. That's just me. That's how I like to do it. And what hoops do I use? Variety. Honestly, I use so many. A lot of my hoops I pick up in charity shops, to be honest. So I'm not too fussy about my hoops. As long as they hold my work nice and tight. I'm not a hoop snob. I don't mind what I use. And the other question you had was, oh, where's my shop? Really sorry for that. I normally list my products that I'm talking about, like the Christmas tree, butterfly, etc. underneath. There'll be a link underneath. But it's sherryiris.com. If you go on sherryiris.com, you will find... Willow just did a big sigh. Willow, that's my lab. Still call her my pup. She's 2 now. By my feet. So anyway, I'm hoping to expand and do different things to the website soon, actually. So yeah, that's exciting. Anyway, I think that's enough waffle, actually, for me. I hope that helped. And yes, ask any questions and I will do my best to answer them. So, been a busy week, as I said. We have been shipping Oh Christmas Tree embroidery pattern, which is a pattern. Oh, there was another question, which is a pattern, and you get these are all hand-dyed threads. All of these threads that I use are hand-dyed. That comes with 6 colours. What you're getting is a pattern where you're stitching over the lines. You can do it in a number of different ways. You can, for example, here, let's take this. You can use, for these lines here, any straight line, you can use split stitch, you can use stem stitch, you can use back stitch if you want to. And then when I say whip it, I just mean you go between the stitches over and over. You can use this little flower here. This is a little bullion rose I would probably put in there. You can fill them in any way you want to. I kind of want you to interpret the pattern. You might think, well, actually I'd put blue down the middle, or I'd do these stems in this lovely gold colour. Feel free, like these, they just follow the lines. And it will look lovely. This thread as well just works beautiful and it will look amazing. Yeah, so you get the pattern and you get your hand-dyed threads, and we normally pop a couple of treats in there as well. So this week we have been shipping these, masses of these have gone out. We have, what else have we been doing? We've been shipping autumn boxes, and we have been shipping some more Sweetest Flower boxes, and we've been shipping more Copperfield. So many things have been going out. Huge big bags of packages going out. Hopefully you will have had your shipping notifications. We're trying to keep up with them. If not, there will be another big shipping day on Monday. So I hope you love your parcels. Thank you for your messages. I'm just so excited by your stitching. So the other thing that you know I love to do, if you've been watching before, is I love to stitch bits of fabric together and put bits of fabric on fabric, because that's my thing. And what I do, I can't throw fabric away. So when I'm making things, some of the bags that I make and box pouches that I make for you and things like that, I will keep any little scraps because I can't throw them away. And so what I've started doing at the end of every day, I'm just sewing a few little bits and pieces together. This was a bit of selvage, which is actually, on the linen that we use. This was saying made in the United Kingdom, and I couldn't throw that away. I thought that was so lovely. I love any text on anything. This is a lovely old vintage sheet. Look at the darning on it. So I thought that had to be on there. Little bits of fabric from the Sweetest Flower and from the autumn box. And I've just literally sewn them together with my sewing machine this time, very scrappily, very messy stitching. And actually I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I don't know whether I'm going to just make this bigger and bigger or have lots of panels, probably lots of squares. I think I'll sort of square it off. And I've also been doing one with mainly Liberty, which again, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I love it. I love it. I love just sewing scraps of fabric together. And also here, I'll probably sew bits of fabric on top of this and maybe do some text on it, some write on it. So that's something else I've been doing. So back to the butterfly. So these are the threads that you get. You get 5 threads. like a fondant ice pink and a lovely gold, beautiful blue, a lovely kind of lilac-y lavender, and a beautiful like pistachio green. So they're the colour threads you get, and you will get the pattern. As I said before, you choose where you want to put, you will get a picture of this in your kit so that you can see where I place my colours, but you can choose to do yours wherever you want to. So that's our butterfly pattern, and that is in the shop now. The first batch are dyed up and ready to go. They will probably begin shipping Wednesday because I have got some more. Monday and Tuesday are going to be really busy packing days. So they'll probably begin shipping Wednesday, and then should they sell out, we will try and put it on pre-order. But we have got so much going on with Christmas at the moment that if it goes on pre-order, it probably will be a couple of weeks, because I do need to get your Advents out, because it's getting to that time now when it's Advent time and we are busy packaging. We've got a couple of days next week where we'll be packing them, and they should be on their way to you by the end of next week. Please, please, if you've ordered one of our Advents or any of our Christmas products, can you please make sure that you let me have your phone number if you didn't submit it with your original order, because we have to have it for, if you're in the USA, because we have to have it for USPS, require us to have that before we can send your parcel. So please, please let me have your phone number, otherwise I'm going to have to send lots and lots of emails out asking for them, because we literally can't send it without your telephone number. But yes, Advent's going to be on their way soon. Christmas products, I'm so excited. As I said before, it's been Christmas here for a long time. We have Christmas music playing and all sorts of things like that when we're packing them. So the box comes with a little bit of Christmas spirit. Anyway, goodness, that's been a waffle. Thank you for watching the video. Do leave a message if you have any questions. Hope you love the butterfly. Thank you so much for your love of our patterns. And we do have, last thing I want to quickly show you, one more thing going in the shop. If you liked our Christmas tree, these are a set of minis going in the shop this evening, and they are the same colours as the thread. So all the colours that we used for Christmas tree, we've dyed up a set of minis for you. This is on our sock base, so this is 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, and you will get 6 of them in a bundle for your Christmas. Well, it doesn't have to be Christmas, but they are so Christmassy for your Christmas knitting. So they're in the shop now, and they are Christmas tree. So wishing you a lovely weekend, happy stitching, happy knitting, and I hope you have a lovely relaxing time.